Hello everybody, welcome to the show. This is Speak of the Joker, and today we are finishing Hue. Just a little too long for one day, so we broke it up into two. This game is rated E for everybody, and it is a game, I could read the Steam description, but I've played it now, so I can tell you what it is. You are a character that exists in this world of black and white, and some scientific experiment has happened to your mother that she has been a part of, trying to bring colors to the world. And she says, come find me at the university. And you run around collecting both colors, which is your ability to change the color of the background, which 5 seconds into the game, you'll see exactly what that looks like before I click any key to start. And we're also collecting letters. Notice our character is holding a letter. And the goal is to find our mother? I don't know that our goal is to specifically unlock all the colors, but we have now unlocked all the colors. So we are in the final phase, which we have arrived at the university. I think we've done 1 or 2 puzzles there, and the rest of the game is going to happen right now. And now let me click any button. There we go. Okay, so let me familiarize myself with the keys. This is jump. We're Hue, and the reason that we're wearing a unicorn onesie is this is as close as I could get to, like, rainbows. How's that piano sound, by the way? Interesting little fact you may or may not be interested in, but the... oh, go back? No. There's a company called Hawk for Third Party that is claiming all the music for this game on my YouTube video. And so it's too late. We're going to stick with their music, and then Hawk can do whatever they want with it. I do think that means they just take the advertising money, and then the guy who actually made the music doesn't get it. So that's a big thing on YouTube. We're just third parties will just steal, and then YouTube allows it for like 10 years. Anyways, I have some thoughts. Let me demonstrate what we're doing here. Okay, these, watch this. Let me just show you. That's a laser. That's what I wanted to show you. Lasers, bad. Now, the pory things over here, over there, that's paint. So that will cover things in paint. So lasers, bad. Paint, well, it's neither good nor bad, but it will paint an object. So as you, watch this. So I change it to orange. Now, that same laser that damaged me before won't hurt me because it is the color of the background. Now, we have confirmed in the previous playthrough that we are in fact changing the world state. The other people can't see the colors, they can't perceive them, but they can see things going missing. Like a pile of blue rocks in their way. So, in order to get through here, for example, we would need to do that. Okay, so this is it. It is a puzzle game. Let's start solving puzzles. So, our ultimate goal is to get... What is our ultimate goal? Oh. Okay, our ultimate goal is to get to that door, which you can't see because it's blue. That door. But there's spikes in the way. So we need to block off these lasers. Well, how do you block off these lasers? Oh, I just realized I don't have my mod screen open. Oh, Grayley, redeem first. Grayley, you're the first is first. That ever first is today. The number one first. The tippy top first. The absolute tallest first. Today. Thank you very much for redeeming first. And if you would like to redeem first, it is a channel point redemption. And you have to be quite early. There's a competition, and I appreciate it. So the goal then is to block off these lasers and walk across. Either block them off or change the color, basically. But if we look up here, we have a little hint. See, oh. See, we have 1 block, and we have 2 blocks. If we have 2 blocks, does that mean we can block both of these laser off with the 2 blocks? We'll need to change the paint color? Yeah, that's probably how we end up doing this. Not yet. Not yet. And this game, by the way, in case you're wondering, like little sneaky things like change the color real quick while you're jumping. No, this game does not mess around with that kind of tight tolerances for timing and trying to trick the carefully set up puzzles. But it's kind of funny. Okay, so... Oh, did I just mess up? Did I just mess up? You're wondering, what does he mean? Did he just mess up? I think I just messed up, because look, now I can't go back under using that block, because the block was orange. I actually might have to restart this puzzle. That's really funny. Yeah, so far this game there hasn't been a lot of like, oh, you have to restarts. Oh, no, never mind. No, I don't. No, I don't. I haven't played this in a couple weeks. Watch this. Watch this. Just get rid of the blue. And now it's a pink box. This is... I will say, this is what happens when you haven't played in a while. Actually, that was part of the puzzle, because look, we needed the orange, so this would go away. Oh, don't get the colors wrong. That's why we're also using symbols. I'm, you know... How do I... Now this one I'm not so sure about. Oh! I needed to be on the other side of this. Okay. Actually, there's several ways I could do this next part. I'm a little curious. I think I know how I'm supposed to solve this puzzle, which is what I'm about to do. But I do think there's another way. Here, I'll try to explain. Should I just do it, or should I try to explain it? Okay, here's what I think you're supposed to do. I think it's exactly what I'm doing. See? And then push this off, right? That's what I think you're supposed to do. There's nothing wrong with that plan. Here's what my first thought was. So I'm actually going to do my first thought and see if that is actually an alternative. Or if I have to restart this whole level. Okay, I'll show you my first thought. And then I go back to pink, which gets rid of that. This is my first thought. Oh, no, I can't! My first thought was, while jumping, change the color so I don't hit the laser. I told you this game doesn't mess around. You can't change colors while you're in an object. Okay, I knew how to solve it. I just chose to go, we'll say, the other way. I just wanted to try it, but I forgot that there was a pink block there. And you can't change colors while you're inside a color for very obvious reasons. And I actually kind of appreciate that about this game, because if not for that, I would have probably lost several more times. Why did I do it that way? Sorry, I just realized I just added a step. It's fine. And now we want it to be blue. That way we can step up on it. Alright, that was very silly of me. But that's okay. The game allows a quick little restart. So... Oh. Ew. Before I do that... I need to change the colors. How about red? So when you're dealing with multiple colors, and it doesn't really matter like which, you can you kind of do it like that. Like just make the background red because red's not a color we're dealing with. Now I'm gonna make the background yellow. Okay. Oh no! Oh no! I just bumped my head into the laser. Oh, we were done with the puzzle. We were done. Ah, we were done. We were done. That's... I mean... It's not the worst I've ever done. Oh, yeah. Well... now I'm just curious, just in terms of trying to save time. No, it won't let me up there? Okay. So... This is like a beast of a multi-step puzzle to do the same thing. I know how to solve this puzzle. Can I? That's a different question. But I know how. Or whatever that's worth. Orange. There we go. Now pink. And just move this. Anywhere is fine. Back to orange. Orange, you glad I didn't say pink? Oh, that joke is so good. Classics are classics for a reason. Now we want it to be blue. That way we can step on it. And now we push it off. Beep. Beep. Don't want to go down with it. And then we do this. So the cool thing about this, game that I actually really like is once you like mess up several times and you have to redo puzzles, you can do them much quicker, right, than the first time. So I can imagine like actually getting to the point where you know the puzzles like quite well, and then you just like speedrun it. But speedrun it in a way that's not like... Wait a second. Yeah, this is right? Yeah, I'm doing this right. Speedrun in a way that's not like, oh, I glitched out the game or anything, but just like legitimately solving puzzles very quickly. Because once you know the puzzles, it's pretty quick to solve them. I'm like slowly grabbing it because I really don't want to be hit by the laser. And there we go. I think that's the most efficient way. I mean, obviously not the 7 attempts to do the most efficient way. Still too hot. I have had no coffee today. Oh, there we go. Just, the burning. Okay, watch this. Watch this. There's all these paint colors here. What is this? Oh, that's a laser. I was like, paint, paint. No, that's not paint. That's a laser. We can't walk through the laser still. Oh! Oh, this game is having a little fun with us, isn't it? Time slows down when you're changing colors, but it doesn't stop. Whoo! Oh, that was fun. That's a fun little puzzle. It's not all puzzle. It's also platformy and timing. So that was kind of a cool... That's it. That was the whole room? That's cool. I like that. Are we like at the end of the game? Like, I actually have no idea. I just kind of want to just check all the colors. No, there's nothing hiding. How's the game volume, by the way? Of course, I shouldn't ask this far in, but... Okay. Okay, and then what's this one do? Okay. Ooh! One of the downsides of taking a week between plays is I've like forgotten how the game works. Okay. So this is pretty straightforward, okay. So I want these all to be the same color. Right now, it's... Does it matter what color they all are? I guess I want them to be blue. Right? I want them to be blue? Well, no, if they're blue, then I can't go through the wall. What would powering... What would be the point of powering that... Oh, okay. This laser, so sometimes the lasers just hurt you and sometimes they power things. So look at this laser. If this laser goes through these 3 blocks, connects the node, powers, that door comes down. What is the value of that door coming down? That's a question I don't know the answer to. Like I'm trying to figure out why I'm even trying to power this laser. Which I could do very easily. You jump on the blocks to change the color. Got that. How does that help anybody? Is that a block up there that I can grab? So I think that's a block up there I can grab. So that's what I'm hearing, is I need to grab that block. Again, I don't know how these lasers being connected grabs me that block, but let's just do it and then see what happens in the game, because I'm a little unsure. I think if we make them blue, that's actually okay. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bounces, and then 1, 2, 3 bounces, and then 4 bounces. Right? Three, 4. Oh! Okay, in case you're wondering what I was doing, I was pulling up the wheel to check the colors. I was not pulling up the wheel to change the colors. But... yeah. And we want red. Oh! Okay. Yep, that's what we want to do. So, red... changing it to red is the color before... Oh, no. Okay. Could I make this any more complicated? No, I couldn't possibly. Oh! It changed the paint color? Oh, the paint color is based on the color of the block above it. Somewhere in my brain, I had forgotten that. Okay. So, now that we have a way to open that door... Oh, I need to change the paint color. Got it. I don't think the color... I'm not sure if the color matters, like, if I actually did need to be blue. But here's what I don't get. How did this help? Can I just... Oh! I can just make that jump? Oh! Well, that explains it. I wasn't actually sure that I could just make that jump. So I wasn't sure that I solved any problems. Did I just, like, do this correctly the first try? That's right. There we go. Okay, I guess I don't see a need for this block being here. I don't necessarily know what color this needs to be, but I think it doesn't need to be blue or yellow, because then I can't go through these doors. Okay, so now we just need to get this laser working down here. Do we put a... We put a block on it, right? Hold on. I hope this isn't the last thing I do. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Yellow? Wait, we have a raid? Oh, Evo, thank you so much for the raid! Thank you again for the raid. Let's get into this. I actually was not paying attention to what happened. I believe this is not a timing puzzle, and I need to throw one of the blocks down there. But, oops. Well, I don't know if it's a timing puzzle or not, but I ran into a block, so... Let's try that without running into a block. If this... Boom. Boom. Yellow. Yellow. Oh! It is a timing puzzle! That's good. There's not a ton of those like that in this game, where you are running for a laser, so... It was, and we did it. Oh boy, I kind of forgot how the balloons work. Okay, so this one... Okay, so... Here's what's confusing about this. Why are they spewing different colors if there's no block? Oh, because there's a red block. There it is. There's the red block. I was like, why? There's no block to paint. Why would there be paint? Okay. Now we got it. Okay, so, okay, hold on. We'll go green. Then we can go up and over. Oops. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Not up and over. We can go through things. Hello. Just like that. What color do we want this thing? What color do we want this thing? Actually, is the end of that thought. We need this thing to be anything but green, right? Is there more to this puzzle? As long as it's anything but green, we're okay, right? Because we just go up this ladder? But how do we get up this ladder? Oh! Gotcha. Gotcha. We gotta go up the other side first. Okay, so... Blue is still okay, right? Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like... Oh, no! Oh, wait! Oh, no! Because, look, if I go pink, then the laser will get me. So how do I... Okay, so then I go yellow. Gotcha. Okay, okay, hold on. Okay, alright, I think I got it. Yeah, the block, if the block spans, and then you release the balloons... Right? Right. Okay. Just like that. And then I go... Pink. Oh, wrong color. This one. There we go. Okay. For some reason I thought that was... It wasn't... Oh! This is multi-level here. Yeah, for some reason I thought it was, like, much higher up. And I couldn't reach it. Okay, and then we go blue. Great. Oh, that, all that does is get that open. Okay, so this is open when I go red. How does that help me? I still can't climb, I can't climb that ladder over there. Oh, I needed to not be blue. I needed to not be blue and not be yellow. Oh, no, it could be yellow. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, because I'm just going to jump on it. Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. Because if it's... Yeah, I can just jump on it. And then I can just change it. Oh, I can't change it because I'm inside the block. There we go. I was a little confused what the purpose of that was. So, it... Wait, doesn't it need to be blue then? Yeah, because I can't change... I could change... Okay, hold on. I can change mid-air. Wait, hold on. Walk this through with me. Okay. I could change this mid-air, right? Oh, look at this. I think I have made a mistake. It has to be blue. I don't know what I was thinking. So I need to go yellow and then change it mid-air to blue. I'm currently experiencing a, like, broken bug that is allowing me to live. And I have no idea what'll happen when I change it to anything else. Okay, we're gonna try to, like, use this bug to survive here. Oh, we're the greatest Hue player in the history of all time. Sorry, this needs to be blue? Well, it doesn't need to be that color. Okay. This needs to be blue. And we do need to change it mid-air. We just need to change it to blue mid-air. There we go. That was a pretty impressive use of a bug. Oh, no, not... No, sorry. Any color but green. The greatest Hue player ever. Exactly. Not for my puzzle-solving ability, not for... Oh, shoot. Anything but green or red. I got you, game. We're getting there. We're getting there. And we'll go red. I think I can do green, actually, just fine. No, I can't do green. Oh my god, of course. Okay, hold on. And we'll go red. No, we'll go green. Literally, this is like... It's like when you know how to solve the puzzle, but you just hit the wrong buttons. That's what's happening right now. Okay, now we go green, so I can go up and over without getting hit by the laser. Now we go red. Oh, no, I get it now. That's clever. Okay, sorry, this puzzle is actually more clever than I thought. I was just thinking it's 2 blocks wide. That's the challenge. So you actually go yellow because you have to go over it. Oh, that's way more clever than I was giving it credit for. Yeah, alright. Alright. Good job, game. I'm sorry I underestimated that puzzle. I didn't realize there was another step, and I should have. Oh! Okay. Game Cat, welcome to the show. How's the volume, by the way? Alright, what's this open? This opens a challenge. Okay, what's this lever do? Why is the, like, the keyboard? Wouldn't I always want these off? Oh, this turns everything off. Okay. Am I missing something? Like, what's the... Right? Like, this is what I'm supposed to do? Okay, assuming I can make that jump, how do I power that block? I put this over here. Okay. And then I simply do this. And then if I go... I see. I need it to be orange. Gotcha. Okay, this is why we're doing this. You need the block to be orange. Right? Okay. I think I am starting, finally, to understand this. Let's make this a little easier for us. So... Oh, no. Because if we go... Yeah, we need it like... that. What am I missing here? I am... Oh, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I need it to be orange, so then I need to get rid of this color. But if I get rid of this color, then it gets rid of this platform. And then my block goes away. Is that really what I need to do? Can I just jump up there? Oh, yeah, no. Because I have to put this block over there, so... Okay. So this is a little bit more... A little bit more timing than maybe I thought. Oh, no, I got it. I got it. I need to do this while one of the colors is out. Right? That's what I need to do. Oh, no, that doesn't work because it's always going to be... Okay. So now if I go... Oh, yeah, no. That's a problem. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This puzzle's harder than I thought. Which, so far, has been true for, like, the last, like, 2 screens in a row. Because I was like, oh, I'll just get rid of one of the colors, and then it'll paint the rest of the blocks blue. But it doesn't. Or, is that how I need to do it? Right? Right? Is this it? And then I switch over to no pink. Okay, I think I solved the puzzle. I just picked the wrong color, so then I messed it up. So I think I actually had done it, but then I messed it up. Let's see if I can salvage this without having to restart. No! Oh, I was trying to just tap it. All right. I think I was actually close to salvaging that. Here, let's go different color. And we'll do this. Okay. I'm fairly certain I was not solving it correctly, but could have still somehow managed to pull it out. Okay, so we're gonna go no blue. Right? Stop. Push, push, push. Right? And then we go no pink, or what? Purple. Last time I just picked the wrong color and messed up my own puzzle. But I still almost saved it. And then we go there. Right? Okay. Big jump. Then we start her up again. Then we go a neutral color. Okay, we got this. We got this. It's just a little bump in the road. And then we go. Wait, get on the other side of this. Then we go orange. Whew. Okay. Wait, what? But we got up here. That's the important part. We got up here. Okay. How much do we need to do from up here? We're going to find out. The real question is, can we move this block? I think, and we're going to test this theory right now. The blocks you can move are like diagonal, and the ones you can't are not. So I think that's what's happening. There we go. How does that block help us? I actually don't know the answer to that question. How does that block help us? We need to flip the switch. We need to flip the switch so that the yeah, we need to flip the switch so that the power is off. And then we need this door open. That's why we needed the 2 blocks. Okay, gotcha. So we'll go no pink. Keep pushing the wrong buttons, but it's fine. And then you go here. Now you switch off. Okay. Right? Right. But how do we get up there? Just like this, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah. We did it. Okay, we did it. I was making it more complicated than it needed to be. There we go. Okay. So in this, like, world, whatever, they have all these famous scientists. I can't say I know all of them by name, but they had Newton, and they have Maxwell. And I've seen some of the others that I'm forgetting now from last time, but... So they have all these scientists, but they live in a world without color. They also live, they did confirm this, they live in a world where it's 2 dimensions. Like, if something is blocking your path, then it is blocking your path. Okay. Here I am again, looking at this puzzle, thinking, oh, this is very straightforward. I'm confused. What am I doing wrong? I feel like I must be doing something wrong. Okay. Oh, okay. So when it's going down... Oh, I have to do this individually. Really? Is this true? So, get rid of green, because I need this to be pink. Okay. And then this one I get rid of orange, because I need it to be blue, right? And then this one I get rid of pink, because I need it to be yellow, right? Are we all following here? Couldn't I just jump on this thing? Can't I just... Oh, no, because if it's anything but pink, the laser will shoot me. Okay, they did think of that. Okay, so pink. So now I have to go back and do that again, right? So now I go orange. And I need to wait for it to finish. Right? And then this one I go green. And I need to wait for it to finish. Okay, there we go. Yeah? Yeah? That seems right. Oh, but now if I go yellow... Oh, this game! There is always a second stage! As it should be, don't get me wrong. It's very clever of them. So now if I go yellow, just so you know, now... Oh! Laser! Okay, alright. Now that makes sense. I was like, this seems a little too straightforward. How do I... Right? So now I need it to be pink, which is fine. But how do I... That's only the first one, you know what I mean? Like, that's only the first one. How do I do that for all of them? Because I can't... How do? Okay. Then we go... That's fine. It's fine, we actually want... And we want to go red. Red is the right color. So everything will be the color at the top. And then we go, watch this, pink. Well, I didn't quite, my timing's off. Let's try that again. So we'll go yellow. And then we'll go pink. I did it again. Back to yellow. Now we go pink. Okay. There we go. Oh. I don't like that they're activating from down here. Did I not need to go all the way up there if they're activating from down here? They don't all activate from down here, so that's a little confusing, but okay. There we go. We did it. Okay. This hallway feels like a timing puzzle, doesn't it? Like something's gonna be rolling at me. There is more than one door. Oh! Okay, because you needed to go blue to change, to get the blocks out of your way, they just added in a blue secret door for people who maybe aren't paying attention. So if you're trying to 100% the game, you actually need to change it off blue. That's actually kind of fun. I actually like that. Just, it's not like super impossible to get that one, but it's just kind of like, we're gonna just make it just a little harder for some people. There we go. There we go. Coffee's good today. Okay, so one-way trip there. How do I get that key? Okay, that door does that. That door does that. So we need this. At some point, we probably don't want that to be yellow, but do we want it to be blue? I don't know. Okay, so if we have a weight here, we can both jump on it while it is blue. Okay, hold on. Let's think this out. We need it to be red to go through. Okay, we're getting there. We need it to be red to go through that block. So we need something that allows the laser to keep that door open while red is activated. So that's one way to look at it. We need the laser to be functional while red is activated. So everything we do has to come from that point of view. Which means that block that's down there is just in the way. It also means I don't know what that thing's supposed to open down there, but I know you need to go over. I can't help but notice there is a red paint down there, so that's definitely going to be a factor. Right? And then you're here, so I can jump off this ladder. Jump. Make you red. Nope. Gotcha. Okay, we got it. We figured it out. Did we figure it out? No. But can we figure it out? Yes. There's a much more efficient way to do this than the way that I am doing. So we'll go dark blue. So if I had done this correctly right away, I think I would have saved a whole step. I need this here, blocking this yellow paint, which means it can't be yellow. Wait, if it can't be yellow, how do I block the yellow paint? If it can't be yellow, I need that block to be red. This is what we've determined. I need that block to be red. Do I need that block to be red? I'm making a lot of assumptions here. Do I need that block to be red? I need some block to be red. I don't need a block there at all. What does that block do? Well, shoot. I forgot to check what that block does. That block just activates the way out. I could activate the way out before I activate the key, right? Yeah, those can be two separate puzzles. Why am I making this too hard on myself? Yeah, I'm trying to solve both puzzles at the same time. There's two puzzles. One is get the key, and the other is unlock the door. Those are two separate puzzles. So I can get the key. Simply by putting that right there. Oh, but then how do I get out? Oh my goodness. Sometimes I'm a little slow. Sometimes I'm a little slow. Yeah, because if I go yellow, then I immediately fall to my doom. Well, shoot. How do I get back up? There's only one way up, which is jumping on this. So, yeah. In which case, that needs to be red, which in that case, this needs to be blocked off. Are there any switches? I don't see any switches. So if I'm down there, and I go yellow, but if I go yellow, then this block will go yellow, right? No, why am I making this so hard? This block just needs to be blue for right now. Okay, if this block is blue, I can make it red after it's blue. I am making this way harder than it needs to be. Oh, but this block is blue, blocking the blue block blue. Got you. So I need this block to be yellow. Then I need to blue off. And then I need to block the blue with the yellow. Okay. Just... oh. Okay. But that means... I need to go dark blue, make this light blue. Now blue. Now I need to block. Yes. Exactly. Yeah, I guess I need to be a little careful with some of those words. Okay, so now we go yellow off. Doesn't really matter where this is, right? No, it doesn't really matter. As long as it's not yellow. Because... oh, wait. Okay. Oh, shoot. Did I mess this up? I'm so confused. How do I get this to block the yellow paint? Wait. Wait, if it's dark blue, then the laser's off. And if it's yellow... Oh, I can jump over it, but I can't jump over it with the block. That's the challenge I'm having. And again, I keep putting the block here as if I need this button pressed, but I don't actually need that button pressed, so I can be... Right? Like, okay. I think I need the red thing up there. No, because if I get the red thing, then the red thing will just be blue. Anything I go to block the yellow paint will just be yellow. And therefore won't block the yellow paint. Because there's no... You know what I mean? So like let's say I go dark blue and I have something blocking it. It won't block it. I need this block to be red. I need this block to be red. That's what's happening. Oh, I'm struggling too much. Okay, I'm gonna just put my feet down and stretch my legs out a little bit. Ah, there we go. Whew. You know, sometimes these puzzle games can be a little harder. I need me some Alba. That's the quality of difficulty I'm looking for. I miss that game. We know we need this block to be red. So if I paint it red and then go to slide it this way, how do we block the yellow? If we turn off the yellow, like this, then there's a pit of spikes. So does that mean we actually need... Okay, let's start here. Is there another block we can move down here? No, because this is a long block, see? Because I could put this block in the pit, but then I don't have the block because I put it in the pit. I think if I put this block in the pit, it's like game over, I guess? I don't have a way to turn off the yellow other than to make the color yellow. So if I make the color yellow... See, this is the perfect width of one of these blocks, but I can't slide that block into it. Can I? Okay, let's start there. Let's challenge our assumptions. Is there any way to get this block down there? I would say no. I would say no. Okay, before we do all that, what if we mess with this area? Oh, wait a second. The one thing I can do right now is I could make this block yellow. Is that what's going on? Is that I'm trying to solve the first puzzle, but you actually need to solve the second puzzle first? That could be potentially what's going on here. Let's see. So I go light blue. Okay. Oh! I say, oh, like I solved something. This is currently red. It still doesn't help me. Because if I block the yellow with the red, then the red gets me up there. That's all this does. And then I turn off the blue. Okay, hold on. There's a blue right here. Then I can do this. And then I go red. No, I was right the first time. I need the little block to be red. Okay, I don't know what I just did or how it helped me. I need the little block to be red. That's just a fact. And if I need the little block to be red. If I could just shove this block right down there, it'd be great, but I can't. And if I block the paint hole with the colors, it won't do it. Can I turn this on its side and feed it down? Because if I could just put this over the spike pit, then I'd be good. It's too late. It's too late. I can't change colors. Ah. I mean, I didn't really do a whole lot, you know? Like, that's the real talk there, is I didn't really do a whole lot just then. We'll just go light blue, go dark blue. I don't know. Did I already just fail? Did I just fail? Did I just fail already? Because I fell down. I've already done this one. Why was it harder the second time? Oh! I'm rushing, that's why. Did we determine what color this needed to be? Does it even matter? Does any of us matter? I'm defeated. I have genuinely forgotten how I even solved this puzzle in the first place to get to this point. Yeah, now I'm like, wait, what? What do I do? Okay. Okay, now I remember. I needed to be yellow. Gotcha. It's fine. Wait, if I need this to be yellow... I've already solved this puzzle, and now I'm like... I don't remember how to solve it. I've already solved this one. Right? I need it to be... I have just solved this, like, 3 minutes ago. And now I am looking at it, and I cannot figure it out. I need this block to be not light blue. Right? Because I need to go through that light blue wall. Oh no! How did I do this? How did I mess this up? I am genuinely confused about a puzzle that I've already solved. I mean, this isn't it. Is this it? Is this it? This is it. What am I doing? Of course this is it. Okay. So that part I have solved again. Okay. I really went out of my way to make that as complicated as possible. Oops. So if I'm down there and I'm on blue... Oh, wait, what am I doing? Of course. What? Why am I making this so hard? That's how you do the red paint. I had this completely solved before and was just like so confused. Because I was thinking, if I block yellow, a yellow paint with the yellow block, then it'll disappear. It doesn't disappear as long as I'm not on yellow. There we go. That's it. It's like so straightforward. You know, sometimes you have these problems solved, and then you have to, like, go back and actually figure out that you had it solved. Okay, and then we'll go... Oh, I still have to... get through these guys. How do I do that? Oh. Okay. Next challenge. So if I go... So I guess we start on top. Or no, maybe not, because I actually can't. Is that... I'm actually not sure what to do. Okay, let's do this. And then we'll go green. Green gets rid of that, but... Oh, we need to push this block through. We need this block to go here. Right? Now we go... Oh, we can't change colors in here, but can we do it like this? I think we need both blocks over there. I think we need both blocks over there, and one of them needs to be... Okay, we need both blocks. Yeah, do we need this laser? No, we don't need that laser for anything else. I think one of these blocks needs to be blue, and the other needs to be yellow. But why? That's a great question. Okay. I am, like, fairly certain. Fairly certain. Oh, okay. Alright, let's try to think this out. We need something ultimately to block the green laser. And so when we go pink to go through that final wall, that green laser will need to be blocked. Got it. So something not pink will need to be blocking... Or, yeah, something not pink will need to be blocking that laser. which means it could be yellow or blue. So we're good on terms of the laser block. That we're good on. Now, in terms of... us being able to switch colors, if we could switch colors when we were inside another color, this would be easy. I'd go light blue, and then switch to wait, can I just do it like this? Switch to yellow. And then switch to pink. Yeah, I think we could do it that way. Okay, so now I gotta make my way back. Uh-oh. Okay. So now we push a blue block all the way through, right? Well, we can't push a blue block through a blue thing. So I think it's got to be yellow. So I think we're okay. The challenge is just timing. There we go. Okay, it was just timing. I was just making that way too hard. Ah! Oh shoot! I thought I was on the other side of these rocks. Woo! Ooh, we love our puzzle games. Ah. Okay. So they come down pink. Well, does it really matter? Am I missing something? Oh, I am missing something. We have to go back. Okay, gotcha. Okay. The getting there is easy. It's the going back that's hard. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, I think this is just a matter of timing. I kind of... I was going to say, I think this is just a matter of timing. I don't want to spend a lot of time thinking about it. I just want to do it. And then I immediately jumped into a block. Okay, so blue, yellow. See, it's just a matter of facing the problem presented to us. Light blue. I just clicked on the wrong one. That happens to me quite often. I misclick and I pick the wrong color. Both of these things can happen independently. Okay, and boom. And then we go dark blue, yellow, red. Won't be a light blue because red is first, and then we go orange. Ooh, that was close. Oh, the little music pickup spike pit right here, in case you're wondering. That's okay. We will need to put a block into that. What do you think? Oh, do you hear the music? Is this a boss fight? Oh. What do we think? Okay. Should block up there too. Okay. I ride this up, right? And then I go pink, ride it up, then I go green. And that crushes me. Okay. Now I know that crushes me. In case you're wondering, like, why am I making it the bottom color? I don't know that I quote, unquote, need to make it the bottom color. I am making some, like, assumptions that I don't want it green because that's the color of, like, the green laser. Oops. Wow, I messed this up, but that's okay. We'll get it right here. That's my assumption. I don't want it green because then it'll be the color of the green laser. I don't know if this is a good assumption or a bad assumption, but that's our starting point. And then we'll go back to green, and I'll get off here. How is being here helpful? I don't know. I did not think this out. But if we were to go blue, I need to go up the other side. So what I've done is actually not a bad idea. I just did it on the wrong side. Okay, orange, jump, blue, and then we'll go green. I don't know why I need to do all those four colors. Is this block, like, fixed? This block is fixed because the game doesn't want me to go that way. So it doesn't want me to, like, doesn't want me to waste my time, like, trying to solve a puzzle that I'm actually not trying to solve. And I actually really appreciate that. Okay, and then we want you... I'm fairly certain we want you to be pink. I don't know why. Well, first of all, I gotta actually hit the right color. Let's do that again. Okay, pink. Jump. And we'll go blue. Oh, green. I messed that up, but I didn't die. Pink. And then we'll go green. If I... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, not uh-oh. Not uh-oh. And then I go... orange. Oh. I may not be able to recover from this. Because I don't have a way to block this laser. Oh no, I do. Because now it's there. Okay. So if I go green... Now we go blue. Okay. Green. I'm trying to do colors that aren't going to get me caught. This is the only movable small block, which means I need to get this down to the area that has the spikes. So that's the problem I'm trying to solve right now. So I need to get down there, and if I go orange, no problem. Except this guy's in my way, so maybe... Okay, hold on. If I go blue... I need this guy right here to go down. Is there any way to activate them from above? I'm kind of thinking not. So there's no way for me to change this orange block. Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't know why they act... Oh, no! What? Oh, that was a lot of puzzles. That was a lot of puzzles, folks. I have no idea why I just lost that, to be completely honest. I guess just the tolerances were a little too tight. Oh man, what a bummer. What a serious bummer that was. It's a little funny to be able to, like, get back to where I was in, like, 10 seconds. It really shows you that speedrunning is super possible. Right? I was here trying to figure out how to this guy to go down. Yeah, there we go. It was like 30 seconds to get back to where I was. I feel like there's some colors that, like, activate them. There we go. I don't know why. Okay, and that time it didn't kill me, so that's good. Wait a second. Wait a gold darn second. Do I need to go this way? Yeah, I need to go this way, right? And if I go... Oh! It's too hot in the thermos. So I use the thermos to refill the travel mug, which cools down at a temperature that I like to drink. We're gonna take that loss and we're gonna learn from it, because we know it's, once you know what you're doing, it's actually quite fast to do these puzzles. But also, now that we're here on the ground floor, how's the onesie? The onesie is doing great. It is a hot day, but I'll tell you, these onesies are very thin and comfortable. I'm gonna drink a little more water. I got the smallest of water jug I could find in my house. Just so you know, this giant mug is dwarfed by this giant bottle. I need the Romp Him for those hot days. I do have the Romp Him. Probably would have been appropriate for this game, but since I wore this last weekend, I thought I would finish this game off. Okay, so we need that block down here. And that block can be that block can be any color, right? That block can be any color. So I don't really think we were like seconds away from just resolving that puzzle, and all I did was just make a mistake. I could have made it any color but blue, and I would have been totally fine. Like, literally, any color but blue would have been totally fine. Oh yeah. And if I go red, it activates them? Or light blue? I don't know how to activate these guys, but like, just sometimes they get activated by different color switching. So then I need to go boom. Actually, let's go pink so that guy is just not scaring me. Okay, now I remember why I messed up. I messed up because I was trying to go through the block so I could grab it from the other side, because it just needs to go down. So all I need to do is find a way down. Wait, I just say this like all I need to do is find a way down. I don't know how to activate this skull that I'm on. But if he were green, then my problem would be solved. Oh, shoot. Yeah, so let's go. Okay, hold on. And then I go green. I don't know why this guy's not, like, falling on me, but... I appreciate it. So if I go blue, I'm dead. Okay, hold on. I got this. I got this right here. This guy needs to be green. So let's go that color. And then, okay. And then, boom. Okay. We need the guy below to be green. How do we activate him? Joker. Gang, we absolutely have this puzzle on lock, guaranteed right now. Watch this. This is what a speedrun looks like. Right here. I don't know how to activate this guy from here. I think that's my problem. How do I activate this guy? Because I need him to be green paint. The guy right below me, if he's green paint, our problems are solved. But there's no way to make him green paint. Okay, there is that little box there. If I were to jump into that little box... No, I couldn't. If I were to jump in that little box, I still wouldn't be able to do everything else I need to do. Sometimes when we cycle through the colors... Except for blue... Alright, we're gonna try one more thing, and then, like, I feel like I'm just, like, totally missing something. We'll try one more thing, and then we're gonna reevaluate. Like, do I need to be making this guy green right now? I think that's it. I think I need to be making this guy green right now. Which is actually easy to do because that's the default. So now he's green. Okay, that's fine. So if we can get him to finish green, then we're actually in a good position. We really do need him to be green. Okay, he's green now. Does that help us in any way? Not really, because we can't do that jump otherwise. So really the question here is, can we time this? Oh, we can! We can time that! Woo! Okay. Now, I just need to not mess up, because I actually know what I need to do. Just need to not mess up. Okay. As long as I just don't make some silly mistake, we're good. Because I don't know that I can do that timing again. Pithy, I will redeem as soon as I have solved this puzzle, which I believe we are seconds away. Seconds away. Oh, right. Well, we do have this other problem, but that's neither here nor there. We just need this guy to go down, and there he goes. Wait, what color? Now I'm totally confused. There we go. No, remember what I said, as long as I don't do something stupid? And then I did something stupid. I don't know that I can do that jump again. I don't even know if that's how you're supposed to solve this puzzle, but I had this puzzle solved. And then I did that. Mr. Rogers' quote of the day. Let's hope it's a helpful one for our situation here. Thank you, Pithy, for the redemption. It takes strength to acknowledge our anger, and sometimes more strength yet to curb the aggressive urges anger may bring, to channel them into non-violent outlets. Another way of saying that is it takes strength to curb your anger and channel it into non-violent outlets. That does seem relevant to this moment. The only reason I messed that up was just because I was rushing. Okay, I mean, this is the problem right here. Like, this is it. Oh! That's actually not as hard as I thought. Okay. Cool. Alright, well. We did it the second time as well. I did that all dramatic-like. I'm fairly certain it doesn't matter. Okay. Now we have like we've gotten past this part. Okay. Okay, we're just taking it slow because we don't need any mistakes. We don't need any mistakes. No problem. We got no problems. No problems. That was it. Okay. I mean, we had that, like, we had it a lot, but I think the, just to be sure. Ooh, okay. We've solved each individual problem multiple times, but it's just like, oh, every time you get to a point, you then, like, if you really looked at it, you could probably have figured out, oh, that one's gonna need to be green. Oh, the background is changing colors. Okay, letter. This is from our mom.
Dearest Hugh.
Oh.
It has been too long. You have grown.
This is not from our mom.
Your mother. I tried to warn her.
Is this the professor?
I thought that exiling her from the university would protect her.
This is Dr. Gray.
Protect you. She did not understand that some people choose not to see. I never stole the ring from her, Hugh. I tried to destroy it.
He actually didn't seem like a bad guy to me.
Before it destroyed her. I now know she had it under control. She knew what she was doing.
Oh.
My intervention shattered the ring, altering your mother's very fabric.
Oh,
My
no.
only reprieve is that you were able to follow in her footsteps.
How did they know this?
Experience her work firsthand. We do not see things as they are, Hugh. Instead, we see them
I'm exploring.
as we are. Your mother. She has been waiting for you. I expect she will be thrilled to see how far you've come.
So this is a world where they live in 2 dimensions and they don't see color. The mom invented some technology to see color, but also to have some massive control over it. The university was like, no, this is like too much. We need you to, like, stop doing your research. They expelled her. She did it on her own. She blamed Dr. Gray. They were very close. And this is the first letter from him saying, like, I was wrong. Is this Dr. Gray or is this her mother? This whole time, we don't know. Okay, I have no control over the colors right now. Is she just here? She's just okay? I'm so confused. If she's just, like, here and she's okay. How do they know this? I don't know. Yeah, how do they know that, like, the letters are left, like, real time on this journey? She's just here? Well, look, here it is. I wonder, it's wonderful to see you both again. I never doubted you'd find each other. You both look exhausted. Let me fire up the old vessel. I'll get you back to the village in no time. I don't understand. She was like, I'm lost in, like, time or in color. I've been scattered. Come find me at the university. And then she's just sitting there? Writing letters? I'm glad we're reunited, don't get me wrong, but, like, I need more information. This is the beginning of the game. Like, this is what the beginning of the game looks like.
P.S. You cannot always control what happens to you, but you can choose how you see it. Now you can see true colour. You must decide if it is for better or worse. I hope after all this, it is for the better.
I don't understand. She did this just to, like, teach us a lesson? What? I don't know how I feel about that ending. I know how I feel about the game, which I like the game. I like the game. And it's just nice to have an E-rated game and have it just... First of all, have a great soundtrack that's completely copyrighted, and the money's not even going to go to the guy who actually wrote it. Instead, it goes to some third party who just takes credit for other people's work on YouTube, and YouTube allows that to happen for decades before they intervene. So I like the soundtrack. Wow. I'm trying to like do my final thoughts here, but I'm a little torn, a little confused, a little unsure. The gameplay. Let's just break it down. I don't actually like construct these thoughts. So this is always off the top of my head. As I beat a game, I kind of just go through mostly how I'm feeling. The gameplay and the puzzles are really satisfying. Some of those puzzles were hard, some of them were easy, some of them I was overthinking, many of them I was underthinking, thinking I was overthinking. So absolutely the controls and the gameplay, very satisfying. I like that they had the color accessibility option for people who are colorblind. That was a game changer for me, turning it on. Even though I am not colorblind at all, and I actually have great color vision, I've been tested, I still struggled between quickly picking like the purple and the fuchsia, and like the yellow and the orange are things that I just get messed up in my brain. I can see the colors just fine. So, and the different lighting also kind of changed it. So I like that they had those options. So overall, great game. With a very unsatisfying ending. I thought I was reuniting all these colors, and then I was going to find my mom, and then I was going to, like, because now I've got all the colors back together, boom, we can like reform her and I save her. That's how the game starts. She says, "Come save me." And then it's like, boom, your princess is in another castle. So, very much enjoyed the game. Didn't love the ending. Maybe if you 100% the game and you collect all the little like test tubes or something, it'll be better. I don't know. That's gonna be it for Hugh. Thank you everybody for joining me, and really appreciate that.